Hello, hello. People starting to join. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello. So glad to see everyone this Monday. No, TikTok's acting weird. Sorry, I had to fix my contact people. Zero motivation to work. I feel ya. I had to do some recordings this morning though, and then I had to do a reading. And so here I am live. Good afternoon, good afternoon. So good to see everyone today. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Sarah. How am I feeling? I'm feeling so much better. Thank you, so much better. COVID kicked my butt, I have to tell you. Oh, sorry. I was trying to fix my screen. Y'all get a close-up of my drink I'm drinking. See, my moderator is commenting. My moderator is back. Also, and it's my husband moderator. So Dee will be helping me tomorrow morning. So I'll also be going live tomorrow morning. And Dee will be helping me then. I'm glad to see you too, Tiffany. Hello, hello, Tiffany. Hello, Heather. So, last time I went live, it was without a moderator. I don't know if y'all saw that, but, you know. Aw, thank you, Danny. Happy New Year to you. Hello, hello, Patsy. Oh, Joni said she was just liking my video and told me you was going live. Very good. Oh, thank you, Sissy. Yeah, I did great with that one. I thank y'all. I think y'all are just being sweet. I appreciate it, but I don't know. I felt kind of like, I don't know. I'm just used to having, I don't know if it was having the extra energy or I was missing things. Also, my moderator, they're good about keeping people informed and letting me know if I need to address something. As I said, but y'all are also good at that too. If something is going awry, y'all are quick to tell me. Sorry, I was grabbing some cards. I hadn't gotten any out. Hi, Chelsea. I am feeling really good. Thank you. Feeling much better. Kind of had a lazy, well, yesterday, even though it was kind of a lazy weekend, lazy day, so when y'all see my social media go out, when y'all see my every week, if y'all haven't done it, go and subscribe to my newsletters. Because on top of the newsletters, every week I write a blog and then I share it in my email. You know, I was so appreciative. Someone the other day was at, I don't know if it was on a live or somewhere, they were talking about how much they liked my blog. So sometimes you write and you think, is anyone even reading this stuff? So yesterday I spent all day getting my blogs written for February in my newsletter portion. So I see my moderators reminding everyone that if you have taken a class with me before, tonight is a student reunion where we're going to get together and practice reading. You do have to register for it on the website, but remember, if you have taken any kind of class with me before, you can come to the student reunion practice tonight. Students were just telling me they really missed getting together and missed that energy, so we're going to be getting together, and tonight, 6 p.m., I saw your Instagram story and was like, let me run to TikTok. Oh, yeah. So it must have been, I posted my live schedule on Instagram. All right. We are going to start out with some card readings like we usually do. Who is going to be first? This is going to be for Sarah Schaefer. Okay. So I say Sarah's name until it tells me to stop. Right there. All right, Miss Sarah, let's see what's going on in your life. You're like, oh, Lord. A little bit too close. Okay. All right, Miss Sarah. That's who it is, right? Yeah, Sarah Schaefer. Okay. Thank you, thank you. So the first thing we have here, Sarah, is the Hermit card. The Hermit is really about doing some introspection and soul search. Now, how you read these cards intuitively is, yes, that's what the card means, but then I ask myself, really? She has to do some soul searching and sit with herself? why? Because I'm nosy like that. And I was hearing that you have had you had a lot going on over the holidays, and you had so much thrown at you, like you were so busy over the holidays and so much emotions going around that you didn't have time to really sit and process it. And some things that now you've sat with and you've looked back like, that feels a little off. What did that mean? And so now you're starting to sit with the things that have gone on, and you're starting to try to process them. The next card stepping up is the Two of Cups, which is really about duality, partnership. So that tells me as you're sitting with what has gone on, not only did you recognize some behaviors over the last few months that made you go, is that person really vibrating with me anymore? Or are they my jam anymore? You've also recognized some people that stepped up to the plate and supported you and have become a bigger part of your life than you originally thought they would. The next card is the Moon card, which is really about dreams and intuition. So make sure you're always sitting with your intuition when you're looking at someone, when you're looking at a situation. So we started with the Hermit card that told me that there's some situations you need to sit with and really learn from. You do that from your intuitive self. And that is confirmed by the Moon card that we have here. The Moon card calls us to sit with ourselves, sit with intuition, and really decipher for ourselves what is going on. There is some people around you that I'm hearing are stepping up to the plate and you never expected them to. Like, these are friendships that are becoming stronger. You're about to head into a season where you're going to have a lot of responsibility and you can almost feel it coming your way. So there has some crazy things going on with my son and grandbaby. Yes, yes, yes. Also, Sarah, there's been several, first of all, this Moon card telling you to sit with your intuition, telling me you're very intuitive. The way this Hermit card hit me, yes, Hermit means you need to sit with yourself, but it was more about me feeling into it and saying, oh, your intuition is telling you you really need to sit with this information and process it. And then the way this Ten of Wands hit me tells me you're also intuitive. When I say hit me, it's like the way it made me feel. So you look at the cards, but you also tap them intuitively. You can feel that there is an extra drama coming your way, and tells me you're very intuitive. Intuitively, you know someone is coming your way. You know someone is going to be acting out, for lack of a better term. They're going to be acting out, and you're going to have to deal with their drama. So there's been several things here, Miss Sarah, that have shown me that you are intuitive. Make sure you're leaning into it. Someone said that they have this same deck. This is one I opened. I don't know if y'all are watching. I have a couple of decks I haven't even opened yet. I've been opening decks, and I'm going to start going through some of my decks and showing y'all what they are. This is one I thought I would try because someone suggested it to me, and I'm not sure about it yet, honestly. You're supposed to, it's a training deck, and so it has hints on the bottom, and I haven't quite gotten used to reading those yet. So I'm not sure if it's really helping me today. Okay, so you're so sweet, Lexi. So what happens is, okay, so let me give me the down and dirty of a live, how my lives go. For reading cards, I usually read cards for people, honestly, who are sharing my live a lot and who are gifting me. But when it comes to actual readings, I usually do spirit-led. Hi, Andrew. Andrew, go to sleep. I do not appreciate how much you've been working lately. You're going to give yourself a heart attack. So get some rest, honey. So now when it comes to your past relatives, I just start pulling them and have you grab them. If you for sure want guidance, or you want to make sure Christy pulls your relatives, you want to make sure I answer your question, the only way, honestly, to actually do that is make an appointment with me. Sometimes I try to grab everyone. I try to read all your relatives, but just like I just saw someone, I have 15-minute appointments on my calendar. If someone just has a quick question, the problem is I will tell you, when you come to those 15-minute appointments, have your questions ready, because 15 minutes flies by. I'm rattling off answers, but I will also cut you off because I'm always back to back. All right. Then this is for Miss Stella. Stella, thank you for sharing my live. I so appreciate you. She shared it like 500 times. I appreciate you, Miss Stella. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see what the cards are saying for Miss Stella. Okay, the first card we have for you, Miss Stella, is the King of Wands. The Wands is associated with fast-moving energy, and the King signifies a leader. You're being called to step out in a leadership capacity. You are a visionary, so this is hard for people to understand about themselves sometimes, because you are with you. You don't know any different except how you function in this world. Stella, people naturally look to you. People naturally look at you to tell them what to do, to lead them without you even recognizing it or them recognizing it. So make sure you are being careful with your words, and you are you're headed into that leadership capacity. You're starting to speak with more confidence. I really had to start being careful with this, I noticed. It's been years now, but sometimes I would just, say things to be funny, and people thought I was being serious. And so now I realize that I can't always joke the way I used to, because people take me so seriously. Because they'll say, really? No, not really. That was a freaking joke. So start being very precise and careful with your words. And that is so true, because the next card we have is the Ace of Swords. The Ace is starting a new journey of mental clarity and breakthroughs. You are really being called to get right in your own head, Miss Stella, because your words are being listened to. Now we have the Ace of Swords, and next it's followed by the Chariot. The Chariot is also movement, progression, moving forward. It is about determination. There is something, Stella, that you want to accomplish. There is a direction that you're headed, and you are going to get in that direction. You're going to be rewarded when you start stepping out in confidence and you start speaking with, I know you already are a very integrous person, but you start being very integrous and serious about your words. The next card, we're ending with the Lovers. The Lovers card, everyone thinks it's always about hello. The puppies came to visit us. You want to see the puppies? There's the puppies. They're like, what are we doing back here? Oh, got to do the stretch. Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so now the Lovers, a lot of people think it's, the pups, the destroyer of all things. People think it's about a romantic relationship. It's not always about a relationship. Romantic, it's just really about love and harmony within your relationships. So, Miss Stella, let's do a recap. I know, love the Great Danes. Those Great Danes, let me tell you, they're not for the faint of heart. You are really being called to step out in your leadership abilities and to really transition to, I want to say, a more serious part of your life. And I don't mean for you to always be stoic and serious, but they want to, your guides are calling you to start leading people, start a new journey, start a new path, to kick your determination in. And when you do that, it's going to heal some of those relationships that you have been floundering with. I'm also hearing there's going to be 3 relationships that are kind of important to you that are going to fall off to the wayside. But you're going to have new ones step up. I just want to warn, this is for everyone listening, when you transition, when you start really going into a new part of your life and transitioning who you are and the steps you take on this planet, you will have people fall off because you're acting in a different way. Yeah, I feel really good about it, Miss Stella. I feel really good things coming your way. You're welcome, honey. I'm drinking my lunch, excuse me. All right. Should we do another one? We'll do one more card read. I'd put them aside. Thank you, Miss Stella. All right. Let's see. Sissy is sharing my live like crazy. Sissy, okay. Do you have a grandmother energy and spirit who is, she was buried, not cremated. She is showing me she was the matriarch of the family, but she could also be a little bit hardcore when it came to the behavior of some people. Some of her sons, she excused their behavior. Okay, I think I'm with Sissy, but y'all listen up because I was about to read Sissy a card, and all of a sudden this lady stepped up and was just like me. And the way she stepped up, it's just the way spirits present information. This lady is showing me a grandmother energy. She was very hardcore. I feel like it is your dad's mom, Sissy. Would you have known her to excuse some of your dad's behavior? It's like she always made excuses for him. There was a definitive line with your grandmother that she excused some of her kids' behavior. Okay, I'm going to ask you to go live here, Sissy.
Hey, Christy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, I know I've asked you this 5,000 times. Where you live?
Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was down south somewhere. Montgomery. I'm telling you, side note, Sissy, I was doing some recordings this morning, from Louisiana, but I've been gone a long time. I kept having to start them over. It's like I was being taken over by my old Southern self, and my speech was like way south. Okay, so that does sound like your grandmother?
Yes, ma'am.
And she excused some of your dad's behaviors.
She did. He was the baby of the two boys.
Okay, so that is why. It's because I was about to read you, as for everyone listening, I was about to read Sissy cards, and this lady stepped up and she was very firm. She's like, no, you're not doing that. I'm here. Okay, well, let's just talk to this lady. So that says something about her personality. She could be harsh here on planet. She wanted to be listened to, and she wanted things to go her way.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And she is showing me, when it comes to your dad, she is showing me he could have, not he didn't literally, but he could have murdered someone, and she'd been like, it's okay, son. Let's go bury the body. I got you.
Oh, absolutely. That was her baby.
And she's admitting it didn't do him any favors.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. No. And she's taking responsibility for that. She's not excusing his behavior. She's taking responsibility for it. It just made him, actually, a lot of people dislike him in the family because he was so spoiled, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, him and his brother did not speak for years after Granny passed.
I can see that because he was so, his brother finally was able to step up and say, this is ridiculous. She treated you in a ridiculous manner. Your grandmother is talking about, okay, so this is, have you been doing, you see my lights flicker? My light hasn't flickered in such a long time, and Granny made it flicker. I'm seeing you doing some processing, some spiritual processing. Whether you're actually going to counseling is not really an issue, but I see you doing that kind of work. Whether you're journaling, you're sitting with yourself. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am.
And you kind of feel stuck lately.
I do.
Yeah. She is saying, which just from mentoring so many people and working with so many people, that is a natural state. When we get stuck, the best thing you can do is to do something creative, like whatever you find creative, and allow yourself to feel that. Don't judge yourself. Sometimes I will get angry at myself if I feel stuck, or I used to. I get angry at myself, like, why am I not moving forward? Why am I not processing this? the best thing you can do is put it to the side and go do something completely unrelated. Whether it's just having a night out with your friends, binge watching something on Netflix, whatever gets you distracted, Sissy, to do that.
Okay.
Granny is also saying, catch that cricket. Have you been having a cricket somewhere?
I haven't seen one, but I will be on the lookout for one for sure.
Be on the lookout, or one of your kids. You have children, don't you?
I have two
Mm-hmm.
kids and two grandbabies.
Ask one of them if they've had like a cricket somewhere that's been making them crazy. And then you have to message me and let me know.
I definitely will. Definitely will.
All right. Thank you, Miss Sissy.
Thank you, Christy. Have a good day.
You too. Disconnect. Okay, there we go. All right. I thought I was going to read some cards, but there you go. Hello, hello. So glad everyone is here today. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's do a card reading for Grizz. Andalusia. Danny is in Andalusia. All right, this is for Grizz. Let's see what we got on here. I want to thank Grizz for sharing my, right there, it said stop. Thank you for sharing my live, Grizz. Okay, here we go. And after this, we're going to switch over to, wow, Grizz, you got a lot going on. We're going to switch over to Spirit Led after this. Okay, you have been having, okay, so the first card is the Nine of Swords. Swords is really about air. It's connected to Gemini. And it's really about anxiety and not being able to sleep at night, having that squirrel brain that just won't turn off. So when Spirit steps forward, it's an acknowledgement of they see where you're coming from. They see this anxiety you're dealing with, but you want to know how do you turn it off? This comes from my mentoring people. This is not coming from the cards. Whenever you have that squirrel brain that won't turn off, the last thing you want to do, I know people say to do it, don't get on your phone. Journal. You want to get it out. You want to process it. Journal, meditate, or develop a mantra that you say over and over. If you have a mantra that it can be anything. It can be I am, or I am love, or I accept full and complete healing. Whatever your mantra is, you cannot have negative thought circles swirling in your head if you are saying a mantra. It's hard. Now, Grizz, I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard to take control of that mental anxiety going on. The next card we have here is the Eight of Pentacles. The Pentacles is really associated with earth energy, your physical walk on this planet. And you have to think about, 8 is about passion and high standards. And so I'm hearing that you are passionate. There is a, what do I call it? A hobby that you're really passionate about. You need to pursue that. That's right. You don't have to keep winning. You just have to keep, you don't have to win. You just have to keep fighting. There's something you're passionate about also that helps tremendously with anxiety. Do something creative. Just like I was kind of telling Sissy. So one of the best things you can do is do something creative. Put it to the side. Do you like to read? Do you like to work out? Do you like to hike? Whatever it is that you're passionate about, make sure that you are keeping that in your life. Also, stop being so self-critical. I'm hearing that part of your anxiety is also being very self-critical. You have this perfectionist standard when it comes to yourself. And we are not about, what is it? Albert Einstein said, if you've never made a mistake, you never tried anything new. It's so true. You're not going to excel and be perfect at everything. Stop being so self-critical. You are walking perfectly on this planet. All you can do is the best you can do, and that is absolutely good enough. Now, the next card we have is we have another sword energy. We started out with swords. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. There is something ending in your life, and this ending has caused you some deep pain. And that is part of what this anxiety is about. That's part of what these negative thought circles are going on in your head about. And you're being called to, yes, process them, but move on. You are with a terminal illness. Same, Grizz. Someone said something to me the other day. So for y'all, for those of you watching, I have metastatic breast cancer, right? Stage 4. So let me tell you some unhelpful things. Someone said to me, it was actually another psychic medium, said to me, well, at least you know when you're going to leave this planet. Not helpful. Fucking not helpful at all. Okay, so that being said, someone said to me that, because it kind of been stabilized, it came back. And so now I'm on a new treatment. We don't know if this new treatment is working because my tumor markers have skyrocketed. And someone said to me that they didn't really think about it, but you're dealing with, like, every day it's in your head. Is this your last day on planet? When is your last day going to be? And that is something that gives you a whole new reality check. That is something that, yes, will cause horrific negative thought circles swirling in your head. There's nothing I can do to take those negative thought circles away from you. But I do want you to know that you have lived a beautiful life on this planet, and I don't see you being taken out anytime soon. So know that you are, oh yeah, the same thing happened to you. I'm so sorry, Teresa. I'm so sorry. Because we're ending with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about new beginnings. It's about new ideas. It's about surging forward. So I didn't even know that. And the last card is about new, are these live readings? Yes, they are, Michelle. They were live readings. So this is about a new beginning. It's about surging forward. So I don't see you being taken off this planet anytime soon. I'm so sorry. There's nothing that'll give you a mind fuck like being told you're going to leave this planet sometime soon. My moderator just raised his eyes at me. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, I did just drop the F-bomb.
Like 4 times.
Oh, he said I just dropped the F-bomb like 4 times.
It's just like flowing like water.
My moderator's over there like, it's just flowing like water. Well, this is where you get the real Christy. I will tell you that I don't know what's going on with me today. I think I've had a body swap. I had to re-record so many of my so what happens when y'all see my recordings go out, y'all see I'll have several days we'll be in this pink shirt. It's because I sit and record several days at a time, and then they get dropped. I kept having to, I know, Grizz, when dealing with a terminal illness, sometimes you have to drop a few F-bombs. Amen. So I had to keep re-recording them because my southern accent was coming out so much. I was like, Lord have mercy, where did that come from? I don't know what's going on with me. It's like my articulation was right out the dadgum window. I mean, I drop an F-bomb, but not like I have been lately. I don't know.
Spirit-led.
Yep, doing spirit-led. All right, here we go. Okay, so I said spirit-led, and then the first thing I heard was, it was like Sylvia or Sybil. This Syl name. Sylvia Sybil is this name that I'm getting.
Sean says, reminds me of Teen Christy I knew.
Oh, I didn't realize. One of my girlfriends from high school is on here, and her name is Sean, and she said, reminds me of the Teen Christy I knew. Okay, so Sean, just for the record, just know you've already agreed to take some of those things to the grave, right? I know you're on my live right now, but to the grave. You remember, right? To the grave. I was very much a hellion growing up, just so we're clear. My husband's like, no. I got married very young, so he knew me during those days. You betcha. Sean's like, you betcha, because I have some things that I'm taking to the grave for Sean. So she's like, yeah, we're not going on that road. Okay, so now this next person I have coming up here, her name is Sylvia or Sybil. She is showing me that she was a smoker. She very much was concerned about her size. Like she liked to have, she keeps talking about her figure. So she liked to be on, and this was when she was, younger. She watched her weight. She also loved music. Like the entire time I've been talking to her, I've been hearing music playing in the background. She loved music. She also is showing me she smoked in the house, and she would be in the kitchen cooking, and I see the cigarette with like ashes on it, and she's taking something out of the oven with this ash up like this, hoping nothing fell on the food. And she's like, sometimes it did. Oh well, a little ash never hurt nobody. She is showing me that she had, my nose is starting to run, that she had breast cancer. Let me blow my nose, people. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Lasting effects. That's one thing from COVID that hasn't gone away. I don't know, Lynn, honey. Why do you keep getting dropped? I'm so sorry. Okay. This lady is, she had breast cancer. And she also had either she had a breast removed, maybe a double must. We all are just, I know, right, Melissa? Okay, so she had at least one breast removed, maybe two. Okay, so let me go back and recap, and let's see if we can get this lady claimed. Around her, I'm hearing this name, Sylvia or Sybil, but Sylvia. She was a smoker. She was always very concerned about her weight, liked to keep herself in shape. She was always bebopping around. She loved music. The entire time I've been talking to her, I've been hearing music playing in the background. She had breast cancer, and she had at least one breast removed, maybe two. Does this lady sound familiar to anyone? Let's see. I don't think we're not going to get her claimed. No one's claimed her yet?
What's her daughter's name?
It could be. Because I said there was a name around her named Sylvia. Does the rest of it sound like someone you know, Miss Crystal? All right, Miss Crystal, do you know this person? Miss Crystal. Let's see if she's going to reply. Miss Crystal might know this lady. All right, I'm not hearing from Crystal, so let's see if we can get this lady claimed. I just see name Sylvia. Okay, Crystal, so you think you know this lady? Here, let me ask her to go live. Okay, I just asked you to go live, Crystal. You don't have to go live with the video. Some people get nervous because they're like, oh my goodness, I'm not made up. No. All right, Miss Crystal, I just asked you to go live. Let's see if you... Okay, what's going on here? I mentioned... Oh, okay, I've gotten real close to her daughter, and she's at work. Aw, Miss Crystal's at work. She can't talk to us. Well, I still appreciate you listening to me while you're at work. If these employers knew how many, her daughter is named Sylvia. Very good. That makes sense. Okay. So, Crystal, do you know that her daughter's been going through something recently that has really brought through a, so the person you work with, this lady's daughter, has been going through something that has really brought to the forefront of her mom not being on planet. Like there's certain times, of course, she misses her mom every day, but sometimes you go through things in your life, you're like, oh my goodness, I wish my mom was here. I need to talk to her about this. Do you know if that's true or not? Okay, so I'm just gonna, yes, okay, very good. So she did confirm that. Thank you very much. Her mom is showing me her daughter talking to someone, like a therapist type person. So make sure her daughter is knowing that that's not a weakness. It's okay to get help in her situation, to go to a therapist or go to a trusted friend. Sometimes friends are as good as therapists, but her mom is saying that she's not asked to carry this load by herself. Whatever has happened, Sylvia is so used to doing everything on her own and carrying the load on her own. And her mom is saying, honey, you don't need to do that. Ask for help. She's used to being the one who that gives the help. Her mom also wants her to, something's off with the heat, and she changed jobs and does hospice now. Okay, very good. She's also showing me something being off on the heater in her car. It's either feels like it's taking a long time to warm up, or her remote starter is broken. Something along those lines. It has something to do with the heat in her car or her remote starter. And her mom is saying that she deserves to have it fixed, because she shows me her getting in the car and just doing this, like, like it's not warm yet. And her mom is like, have that fixed. Her mom is also saying that her daughter, she deserves a new car. She sure does. Her mom is talking about that for sure. Also, her daughter is very intuitive, and her mom gets to her through claircognizance. Claircognizance is clear knowing. It's connected to your crown chakra. And it's just when you all of a sudden know things. That's how her mom gets to her. All right. Thank you, Miss Crystal, for taking your friend's mom, and make sure you get the messages to her. Only pass messages along if she believes in mediumship. No, I was doing a group event the other day, and someone asked me if I ever just, oh, okay, she was your cousin. Very good. People were asking me if I ever just randomly read people in public. I don't. Do I have spirits who try to get me to? Absolutely. But I don't ever want to trample on someone's belief system. If someone doesn't believe in mediumship, I don't want to give them a message. That's their business. It's up to them. If someone wants a reading, then it's up to their spirit to get them in front of a medium, by either sending them to a friend who starts talking about a medium like this coming across their FYP page. If a spirit wants their loved one read, they will get them in front of a medium. It's not, even if it's really important, it's not ethical. Tiffany just said, what if it's something really important? It's not ethical. It is absolutely not ethical to read someone who has not asked to be read. You're trampling on their free will, and it's absolutely not okay. Okay. This next spirit stepping up, I had a couple, there was two spirits stepping up at the same time, and I was like, okay, y'all need to separate. Which one's going to win out? Okay, the lady is going to win out. This lady is stepping up, and she was very classy. She was a very classy lady. She always knew the right thing to say. She always knew how to sit. It reminds me of, I know some of y'all are probably going to be like, oh, Lord, I'm not bringing politics into this, but I happened to be part of the inauguration today, and Melania, I think I'm pronouncing her name. Is that how you pronounce it? Melania Trump? She was sitting there for the entire time, because I was in and out, like I was doing work and going out to the kitchen, and every time I passed, she was sitting there, perfect. Never moved, never never, she wasn't touching her face. Like I always am touching my face, moving my hair. She was just sitting there in perfect, the epitome of a classy lady. And that's this lady. She's showing me very erect, makeup just so, hair just so. Always was matchy. Her clothes always looked really nice. Even if she wasn't dressed up in a dress, she always was very matchy. She is showing me something about some pearls. She loved her pearls, and those pearls were passed down. She is showing me having the old lady hairdo wherever, you had the back tees. Towards the end of her life, she is showing me that she was in a nursing home, and she was still concerned about how her hair looked. So towards the end of her life, when she went home, she was still concerned about her hair, how her hair looked. She was always concerned about the back of it because she couldn't see it, and she wanted to make sure someone fixed that. Have a good day, Tracy. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you. What else you got for me? She had a... So Holly, are you saying that... Oh, okay, very good. I'm going to ask you to go live, Holly. All right, did you get my invite to go live, Holly?
Are you at work?
What's up?
Is Holly at work too?
Oh, my moderator's like, is Holly at work? Okay, Miss Holly, I just asked you to go live. Can you go live? You don't have to be on camera. We can just hear your voice. We want to hear your voice. Miss Holly. Did you get my invite, Holly? Okay, so far Holly has claimed this spirit, and I'm just asking her. Oh, apparently she says this is not her grandmother. All right, so we have a spirits up for grabs. We have a grandmother energy here. This grandmother is showing me that she was very well put together, very classy, always knew the right thing to say, could just sit there. Posture was very important to her. She is showing me that her hair was always just so, and she is showing me that as she was leaving the house, there was a mirror there that she would look and make sure that she was together. She's showing me a strand of pearls. The pearls were very important, and those pearls got passed down. And she is showing me that those pearls were a very important part of her identity. Like whoever got these pearls really cherishes them because they hold so much of her energy. She is also showing me that she was in a nursing home towards the end of her life. And in this nursing home, she was still concerned about the back of her hair because she couldn't get to it very well. And she was afraid that her hair was messed up. What else you got for me, Grandma? Okay, does this lady sound familiar to anyone? Oh, she's also showing me that she always smelled, she wore the same kind of cologne. She always smelled the same. What else she got for me, Grandma?
I didn't hear you say a name.
Haven't said a name because she hasn't given me one. All right, we're going to put this lady on, hold. Because no one has claimed her yet. So we're going to put her on hold. I'll come back to her later. All right. We have a gentleman stepping up. I'm just getting here. Who's the lady? No one has claimed them, Astral. I will give one more recap and we'll see if someone claims them. This lady is stepping up, and she is showing me that she was always very well put together, very classy, always matchy. She didn't have a lot of money, but you would never have known it from looking at her. She made the most of what she had. Her hair was always just so. She always wore the same kind of cologne. She didn't have a lot of jewelry, but she had this one strand of pearls that was very important to her. And someone got this strand of pearls and this whoever got these pearls, they just cherish them, not because they're worth a lot of money, because they hold a lot of her memories. She was in a nursing home towards the end of her life, and in this nursing home, she is showing me that she was always still worried about the back of her hair. Okay, so it looks like Crystal said yes.
That's the normal. There's several crystals. This crystal silver.
Just Crystal. Like there's a 14 in front of it, and it says Crystal, and she said yes. Okay, Crystal, we're going to ask you to go live. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
So this was your grandma?
No, this sounds like it's my husband's grandma.
Oh, your husband's grandma. Very good. For everyone listening, a husband's grandmother will come through with grandmother energy also. She knew you.
Yes, well, my husband's here with me, so we're together.
Oh, okay, very good. But then she also knew you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So she is instantly, when you said your husband, I just felt the need to like hug him and touch him and kiss him. So that tells me that he was very much her favorite, if not her favorite, right up there. Did he know that?
Yes. He's the oldest, so he was always her baby.
Okay, very good. A lot of people don't realize that they were their favorites, but you're like, yeah, no, he is very well aware. He was her favorite.
Yeah.
There's been something he's been wanting to accomplish in his life. I feel this unfulfilled dream that she's talking about. Like there's a goal he's been wanting to reach. Is there something he's like would have to go back to school for, get more training for? What is this goal he's been wanting to accomplish?
He's pursuing his personal training career.
Okay, very good. This was more nutritional based. Do they teach nutrition in personal training?
So we've just had a huge life change, and I've owned a nutrition club for 8 years. I'm going back to work. He's taken over my nutrition club, and he's gonna add in the personal training part of it.
Okay, very good. So that's that nutrition piece that I was hearing. That's going to be a very good move for him.
Okay.
I feel it coming full circle, because instead of it being standalone, he's going to be able to talk about it. Now, what I'm also seeing is, do y'all ever do social media events together?
He does not have social media, and I've been trying to convince him to get on social media.
You know, okay, I feel it. Social media is a beast. It's a bear. I get it. But he has to be on social media. For as much as your husband doesn't like to be in front of the camera and he doesn't understand it, the camera loves him.
Mm-hmm.
He has a way, I'm hearing, of talking on the camera that makes him believable, probably because he's passionate about what he does. But what his grandmother is more of showing me is the two of you on there together. So maybe in the beginning, you'll start doing some recordings together, because you can ask him questions and kind of pull him out of his shell, and then he can get used to it.
Okay.
You know, that is really, I know that you said, and it's hard because his grandmother's also letting me know that he's very stubborn.
Oh, yes.
But I will tell you, his grandmother, out of all these spirits, pushed her way forward to give him this message. Being on social media is going to be integral in kicking his business off. He is not going to see success unless he gets over that and gets on social media.
Okay, we've been talking. I've been asking him for weeks. I've been trying to encourage him to join social media, and I keep telling him that, it is important for the business.
It's the only way he's going to be successful. And I know that sucks to hear, because I'm the same way. As much as I'm on it, social media is not my favorite. But if you have a business, you do have to promote it. Now, also, what she is showing me is there's a couple of people. So when he gets on there's a couple of people I follow. And so this is going to be his little, if he can do this, this will be his niche, is everyone's wanting quick spurt exercises that will make a difference, like in their arms or their, so I see him just saying, if you want nice abs, here's a way to get it in 3 minutes or less. I'm not sure if that's possible, but anyway, I'm seeing him make these little videos, and then him saying, come and follow me, or come visit me wherever if you want more personalized.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry that I'm the bearer of bad news, but he does have to be on social media. Though I did make you right, though, Crystal, right?
Yes. This was a good message because we've been, our whole lives have been turned upside down recently. So, I've been home for 8 years, running my business for 8 years. And for
Right.
him to leave his job and completely change careers and not be, the breadwinner anymore, it's difficult for him. So to hear that, he is doing what he should be doing was really nice.
Absolutely. And so I want y'all to remember this will be on if y'all want to go back and listen, because I feel one of you, either you or him, is kind of like smacked in the face and not hearing all the information because they're like, what? This will be on my YouTube channel in the next 5 days or so. But I want you to think about, you said personal training. I was like, nope, I'm feeling nutrition.
Yeah.
So that is further indication of who I had and her being around you and knowing what was going on.
Okay.
For her
Awesome.
to get me such specific information, that was pretty good on her part. And she was being very, like, I just kept hearing the word nutrition. And I kept asking her, what are we talking about? There's all kinds of nutrition. And she said, just say it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And you know what she was
that's
talking
awesome.
about.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see if I can disconnect
I don't know how to get out of it.
Okay, there we go. All right, so I want to say that spirit did an excellent job. Let's see, I do have time for another reading. I'm going to be going live on Instagram after this. I want to thank everyone who is liking and following my live. I have another spirit here I'm about to tap into, but a couple of things. If you've ever taken a class from me, we do have a class reunion tonight where you have to register for it on my website, but we're just going to come chit chat for a minute and then practice. Once you learn these skills, it's all about the practice of it. And then I do have an intro to mediumship class that starts February 11th. So I'd love to see y'all there. It's Tuesday evenings. All right. Oh, Alexis is joining tonight. I did see your registration. Yeah, so I'm excited to see everyone, Alexis. It's so fun. Like you make when you come to these classes, you build a bond with everyone. Tiffany says, before you go off, will you please give us one tool we can use to deal with the stress of life? I will give you several, Miss Tiffany, because whenever you come to me for anything, whether it's to learn mediumship, mentorship, anything, I always give you several tools because what works for me may not work for you. Stress is living in your head, right? So I want everyone on here for a moment, if it's safe, I want everyone to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to pull your energy down to your heart. I want you to physically feel the energy. Inhale, and as you exhale, feel the energy dropping down into your heart. Do you know that your heart is, I forget the exact amount now, it's either 60 or 40% neurons. It's the same matter that your brain is built out of. There's a lot of basically brain neurons in your heart. Your heart is also an electrical, EKGs, that's how they measure it. It's an electrical organ. It's also how we can transmute energy. So take a deep breath, pull it down, and feel like exhaling through your heart. The number one thing you can do to combat stress, not number one, but one of the big things you can do is to, I'm the same thing everywhere, Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium, is to meditate. Deep breaths. 3 deep breaths will regulate your vagus nerve. So deep breaths regulate your vagus nerve. Meditation. Start somewhere. Journaling. Get those feelings out. If you're just like, you know what, I can't meditate, taking deep breaths is stupid. Okay, then let's think about your senses. All you can think about, and this is really good if you're in a meeting, like if you're in a meeting, and you really want to strangle someone who's in your meeting that won't be quiet, and you really can't because it's inappropriate in the work environment to strangle someone. Think about Just sit there and think about 5 things you can see. Identify 5 things you can see. 4 things you can hear. Oh, I hear someone crinkling paper. I hear a pen going across the paper. I hear such and such's annoying voice. On and on. 3 things you can smell. Oh, I smell whoever's cologne. Oh, I smell coffee. So 3 things you can smell, and then 2 things you can feel. If you take the time to do that, 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things you can feel, it really brings you back into the moment. And then another one is you can get a therapist or a mentor. I mentor a lot of people through just how to navigate life in a more intuitive manner. Okay. Mediumship. I was like, where was I? I'm sorry. I was like, where was I? Mediumship. Since I haven't done psychic here, I'm going to roll over to Instagram in just a moment. I'm going to start Instagram with psychic readings. Psychic readings is when, of course, Tiffany, I appreciate you asking me the question. I love when people ask me a question and it gives me the opportunity to share information. This gentleman stepping up, I'm hearing Barry. I'm hearing the name Barry around him. Barry is showing me he liked to play golf, but it was also his way. He had a business where he was constantly like playing golf or going to he was constantly socializing because that's how he kept his business going. And he's very much saying it's not what you know, it's who you know. But he said the stress killed him. I was like, did it, dude? What happened? He died of heart problems. I just asked him and said, it didn't have anything to do with that drink that you've had in your hand the entire time I've seen you. And he was funny. He was very funny and charming. Because as I said, it didn't have anything to do with that drink. He threw it away like, what drink? He's showing me that he was cremated. Also, someone has a tattoo to commemorate him. He's showing me a tattoo. Okay, let me recap real quick. I know I'm running fast, but I'm supposed to be on Instagram here in a few minutes, so I'm trying to get the spirit claim real quick so I can head over to Instagram. I want to thank everyone who is liking my sharing my live and everyone who has followed me. Okay, so I have a gentleman here. I'm hearing the name Barry around him. He liked to play golf. He did a lot of socializing, like the golf and dinners and clubs and bars. He said that's how he kept his business going. It wasn't what you know, but who you know. He was cremated, not buried. He passed from heart problems, and someone has a tattoo in his honor. If everything fits your spirit, please put a yes in the chat. Let's see if we can get him claimed real quick.
Everything but the golf.
All right, Miss Michaela. Let's see what she has here. I'm going to ask you to go live, Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Hello.
This is
Hi.
your dad?
Yes, everything fits except golf. He was very social, and he always says it's not what you do, it's who you know.
Exactly. All right. And so as she was popping on, I just asked him real quick. I said, who are you to her? And he said, Dad.
Yes.
Okay, who on earth plays golf around you?
I have a lot. My uncle, my husband.
Okay, your husband. Very good. Did your dad know your husband?
Yes.
I thought so. He's saying just take that vacation. Have y'all been arguing about have y'all been discussing taking a vacation?
Yes, we were supposed to be going snowboarding in March, but my husband might be getting a new job, so we don't know if we can go yet.
Yes, he is saying, okay, so is this saying, okay, Dad, what are you telling me here? Let me see. Are you telling me that you're not going to get the job? He says, no, I'm not saying that at all. Okay. What are you saying? Is he going to get the job? Okay, he's saying, can y'all not take the vacation now? Because I'm hearing take the vacation now, take the vacation now.
We're just kind of waiting. We have other family wanting to go with us, so we're kind of just trying to plan it all out.
Mm-hmm. So the reason I said that, because I knew when you were saying about this job and he brought up golfing, it's like, I know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone golfing. So if it's not him, it's someone he knows. And so you're talking about your husband. I feel like your husband's going to get the job and it's going to be very good for him. But your dad is very much pushing y'all to get away before he starts this job, because this new job is going to have a lot of responsibility and your husband's going to have a hard time getting away.
Oh, yeah. The job requires him being away from home about 90% of the time.
Ugh. Okay, I was about to feel sorry for you, but your dad said nope, that y'all have planned it out and you will be fine and it will afford y'all opportunities that y'all wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Your dad is, I thought he was going to say that he was proud of your husband, but he's also saying how proud he is of you, because, I mean, I was married to someone who was gone a lot, and it takes a certain kind of spouse to be able to function in that environment.
Yes.
And your dad is so proud of you for stepping up to the plate and handling it. He is also saying that he is the one who's been making the light flicker in your house. Have you noticed the light flickering?
Yes. My hallway light flickers constantly last week.
Yeah, he's taking responsibility for that. All right. Thank you, Michaela, for letting me read your dad. I appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. I will be over on Instagram for those of you who want to follow me over there. I'm going to take a potty break, so I'll be there in about 30 seconds. All right. Thank y'all. And don't forget, if you have taken a class from me, there is a student reunion tonight where we're going to be practicing. You do have to go to my website and register, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under events. You have to register just to get the Zoom link. And that's if you've taken a class. We're going to have a little class reunion, talk a little bit, and then practice our skills. And then I'd start Intro to Mediumship on February 11th. I want everyone to know that everyone can do mediumship. Anyone can read a spirit. It's about learning the language of spirit and then turning your dial to where you want to be. Now, do I make it sound easy? I do. It does take practice, but I promise you, if you follow my steps, you too can read spirits. All right, I'll see y'all over on Instagram.